Well, I'm here in McBride at the McBride Community Theatre, and we're here for Robson Valley Community Services presentation of a Shameless Hussy Productions Love Bomb, and I'm here with Sarah Holt and with Mel Kahn, and they are the actors in this production. And guys, welcome to McBride.
Thank you.
Thank
Excited
you so
to
much.
be here.
Yeah.
So, first of all, I guess, you know, you look at the poster and it says Love Bomb, and it kind of has an interesting connotation. Love Bomb is a little bit more of a serious topic than you would think, and that the play is a little bit more serious. So can you start by telling us what this play is about?
Yeah, so it actually brings awareness to sex trafficking, and the term love bomb covers one of the first warning signs of what that looks like, where the traffickers will bomb their victims with love, with gifts, with all kinds of things. They take them to fancy parties, and it's just to bring awareness to it, because it's really they benefit from the ignorance of the communities in this topic, and we are just here to educate people a little bit more on how much of a problem this really is.
Yeah, and historically the word love bomb kind of got its popularity, if that's a word that you could use on that, from the Moonies back in the 70s. So it was a way to actually attract people into a cult.
Right. It's a sort of a form of manipulation.
A deep form of manipulation, yes.
And so can you give us a little synopsis of what this play is about?
Yeah, of course. So it's the story of a woman looking for her missing daughter. She hears a song on the radio, or she sees a video of this girl, that's my character, Justine Chambers, playing a song, and recognizes the lyrics as something that her daughter must have written, because the song takes place in their hometown. And so she comes to this bar to kind of interrogate this singer-songwriter about her lyrics, to find the clues of what's happened to her missing daughter.
And it's kind of based on a true story somewhat, is that correct?
Yes, so it's based on a case that happened in 2014, and it was the first time that anyone was arrested for sex trafficking. His name was Reza Moazami, and nothing was taken verbatim from the case files, but there were certain happenings from the case that we did use in the show. And
so it's a little bit different. It's not just a straight up play. It's basically a rock concert, or a concert of some kind within the play. Can you tell us about that?
It's kind of like a mystery play, actually. Lillian, which is the character that I play, Lillian Davies, my character is almost like a detective in the way the show unfolds. And then the music is actually how all the clues get revealed. And so it is like a rock musical. So this one's called The Open Road. That's the title of the song?
without the
How long have you been out on the road, and where have you gone so far with this production?
Well, we started performing in Vancouver, in Delta, actually, last Friday. And we had one day off, and then we drove all the way to Williams Lake. And we did 2 shows in Williams Lake on Monday. And then we drove all the way here to McBride, and we're doing 1 show here at McBride, and then 2 shows in Valemount tomorrow.
Right, and as part of it, you're here at the community theater, but in Valemount you're also doing something for the schools. Is that correct?
That's correct. It is a production that can be done at high schools.
So, what is something that people should know that this play brings to light, that you're trying to raise the awareness of? What is it that we should be looking for or knowing?
The title of the play is probably the most important thing. The love bombing. If they can try and target individuals that are maybe not the most confident in themselves, and we try and educate the high school kids to just really look out for their friends. And so if they notice that somebody's kind of not being as forward as they usually are, they're kind of going into themselves and not talking to anyone. Suddenly they have maybe a new boyfriend, and it's almost too good to be true about how much love is shown, about gifts and compliments or promises. In this show, Justine gets trafficked because the pimp tells her that he's going to make her famous.
Mm-hmm.
And
he also tricks me as the mother, convincing me that he's going to help my daughter become famous and pave her way to Nashville or wherever she may be going.
So this is, I mean, people might think, well, you know, these are big city topics, but this is something that really does happen in communities of all sizes across Canada, right?
Yeah, absolutely. The thing they benefit from the most, again, is the ignorance, and what they'll do is they transport the trafficked humans from one place to another, so they never get stationed anywhere to really ask for help. So moving through even small communities like this is a very real threat. Mm-hmm. Breathe in, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in.
Sounds like she missed home. The open road, the northern lights. This is my first season playing this character and working with Shameless Hussy Productions, which is pretty exciting. That's the name of our company.
Great. But Mel, you've been doing this for a while now, right?
Yeah, this is my second year doing the tour, and it's been, as heavy as the subject matter is, it's been really amazing to be a part of, because it definitely feels like we are making a difference in educating people about this topic, and I'm honored to be a part of it, because I mean we're grateful to be working actors, but if we can be making a difference on top of that, then that's all the better.
Definitely.
There's a place called the Open Road. Lots of singers get their start there.
What is it, a bar? A club? Where is it?
Nashville. That's all I know.
Oh. Okay. I don't know. That was a very good song.
Wow.
Oh, come on.
It's not just a play. You do a kind of a Q&A or I'm not sure what you would call it, but after the performance as well?
Yeah, so often members of the community who are police officers or counselors or any of the services that are offered, support services that are offered, will come to the show, and then after the show, they'll come up on stage. And so we, as the actors, start the talk back, sort of posing the question to the audience if they want to know about the show, if they want to know about, you know, the process of the acting, and usually that's the icebreaker, and then the topic turns to the actual topic of sex trafficking. And there's some really great questions that are asked by the students that we performed for at the high schools. They're really keen to know the information, and they all seem very thankful that they were given this show to be able to like open up the topic in a way that isn't so PowerPoint presentation. And also the police officers who've come to share with us after have also mentioned that it's difficult for them to come up with a creative way to broach this subject in a way that feels approachable and is able to let people ask the questions that they have.
All right. And so, Mel, you've been doing this a little bit longer. What kind of comments have you heard from people? I know on your in the press kit and in the media information that was handed out, there's lots of quotes. But what kind of, is there something that comes to mind that somebody has said to you about this performance?
Absolutely. We do run into survivors on the tour, and I remember there was one show we did for the Native Court Workers and Counselling Association of BC, and there was a woman that came up to me and she thanked me profusely and said that we're telling the story of the survivors of this really underground but unfortunately flourishing crime. And so that really hit me as it's important work that we're a part of.
Right, and normally as actors, you don't get to be often a chance to be a part of something that's important and potentially life-changing, right?
That's right. It is truly a gift to be able to be doing this and to feel like we're making a difference in the communities that we're visiting and bringing awareness to places who think, oh, there's no way that this could happen here. Like, why do we even need to think about this? We're Canadian, everything's fine. And the fact is, it's something that's happening right in your community.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is going to air after tonight's performance here in McBride. You want to give a little plug for tomorrow?
Oh, yeah. Come see our show in Valemount. 7:30 p.m. is the evening show, and then the high school show. You'll just have to see it if you're in high school.
Okay, at the Valemount Community Theatre in the high school at 7:30 tomorrow night is Love Bomb with Sarah and Mel. And thanks very much for doing this.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you.